Welcome. My name is Allison Merker Garner, and this video is a combination, I guess is the best way to put it, of different things you can do within the day when you feel triggered, if you feel a little uneasy or discomforted, and need to feel more settled, more centered, more balanced. So, for example, if you are a teacher and you have an interaction with a student or a student's parent and you feel upset over that, how can you rebalance before the next student walks in? So, these are all things that are very quick to do. Some of them I may have introduced to you in a session or in a class or maybe even another video, but I'm choosing the things that support our parasympathetic nervous system. What does that mean? It means that whenever we're activated, either we're feeling hyper or highly motivated or highly mobilized in a not so comfortable way, like anxiety or stress or something like that. Or the opposite, if we're feeling immobilized, if we're feeling a little frozen and stuck, we really don't have any motivation to do anything. Neither one of those extremes is really a great place to be, particularly if you're in a position where you need to be on. You need to teach, or you need to play concert, or you have rehearsal, or you got to practice, or anything else in your life that is calling upon you to be present. So these are things that you can do quickly to rebalance. So let's take some of the calming things. So if you're activated, you're up here and you want to come down, you can do a breathing exercise where you simply breathe in from your belly, hold it, and then exhale for longer than you inhaled. And exhale either through your mouth or saying voo. So let's do that once so you see how that works. We're going to inhale using breath from the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you inhale through the nose. When you exhale, you can do it really either way, through your nose or mouth, but it's more effective through your mouth. And if you vocalize, say a voo as you exhale, and that activates the parasympathetic nervous system for calming. Another thing you can do to be centered in the moment is take your thumb. Just squeeze it a little bit. Let it rest in your lap and squeeze your thumb for a minute. Another thing you can do is what we call bilateral stimulation. In other words, we're activating both sides of the hemispheres of the brain, and they're having to work together. And that not only brings us more to the present, it's using both halves of the brain in an integrated fashion, but it's also calming. So if you have a ball or something that you can toss from hand to hand, that's a wonderful way to just kind of get yourself moving. You may be in a more of an immobilized state and you want to come up. That can be helpful. It can also calm you if you're really activated, because there's a pace, there's a rhythm. right? And you're using both sides of the brain. So bilateral stimulation. Another thing that you can do is self-touch, like the back of the neck. Just placing a hand behind your neck and breathing. Or taking your hands and bringing them up and down on your upper arms. One thing that I like to do is placing my hand on my heart and one just below my belly button. So it would be fourth chakra, second chakra. And just something about that calms me, brings me back. Another thing you can do, we did the breathing to slow down. You can also do breathing to speed up. So if you are feeling immobilized or unmotivated, you can use breathing to activate your system into mobilization. And that is having a quick, deep inhale and then an exhale. You can vocalize on the exhale or not. That would look like and actually that comes from grief yoga with Paul Dennison, and it is activating the belly. It also brings out, it's a biological release of junk, right? Whether that's just to clear your airways or to reset and get all the nerves out or all the anxiety out or all the anger out, whatever it is. That's a good thing to be able to give yourself. So that's something that you can do. And one other exercise that you can do very quickly, you can do it between students or right before you go on stage or, you know, right before you go to bed or between activities, is called furling. And you know how you can furl a flag or unfurl a flag? It's what you're doing with your body. So neurologically, when you furl, you're moving into yourself, right? It's more safe in here. The flaps are coming down. Yeah. So you can do it with your entire body or just your upper body. But to furl means to curl inward. And to unfurl is to come out. So furling in and then coming out. And that can also activate your system. You're moving, you're breathing, you're thinking about what you're doing, right? It's bringing you into the present in a calming, centering way. So it can bring you down or it can bring you up, depending on what you're needing. It will rebalance your neural system. So those are some quick, easy things you can do. Trying to think if there's another one that I use that I can tell you. Those are the ones that come to my mind the quickest. So to run it down, you can do touch, you can do vocalizing, you can do breathing, you can do movement, go take a walk, anything like that, exercise, that's a good thing, or the furling that we did. Bilateral stimulation, which is use both hemispheres of the brain. And the thumb that we did. So all of those are useful. Some may work better for you than others. So experiment, see what works for you. And that's all you need. You start doing that on a regular basis throughout the day. You start to train your neural system to respond to stress, to respond to being stuck in a way that's helpful. It'll recognize it and it will start to go to wanting to do one of these, or it will write itself. You'll notice your breathing changing. So, thank you for listening.